In this video, we break down Pluribus Season 1, Episode 6, the pivotal episode where Manusos makes a life-changing decision to step out of isolation and Carol takes a stand against the hive mind. From shocking discoveries about the hive's human-derived protein, HDP, to the secrets that push our immune survivors toward resistance, we cover it all. Apple TV's post-apocalyptic sci-fi series, Pluribus continues to captivate audiences with its eerie, character-driven storytelling, and Episode 6 marks a pivotal turning point in the season. Titled HDP, this episode shifts focus between Carol's deepening investigation into the hive mind and Manusos' long-awaited decision to step out of isolation, setting the stage for the intense conflict building toward the season finale. Created by Gilligan, Pluribus has explored the unsettling ethics of assimilation, consent, and the fragility of individuality in a world dominated by the hive mind. Immune survivors like Carol and Manusos represent humanity's last line of resistance, and Episode 6 highlights the moral and emotional challenges they face while navigating a world being reshaped at the hands of a collective consciousness. In this episode, Carol uncovers horrifying truths about the hive's operations. At the Agrojet warehouse, she finds rows of shrink-wrapped human limbs and a massive industrial grinder used to create HDP, human-derived protein. The hive's food source is revealed to be ethically sourced from those who die naturally, highlighting the hive's strict adherence to its rules while still sustaining billions. Shocked and disgusted, Carol travels to Las Vegas to share her discovery with Diabate, only to realize that he already knows and has come to accept the hive's logic. Diabate even shows her a video recorded by John Cena, explaining the hive's caloric deficit, its reluctance to harm living beings, and why HDP is necessary for survival. While the other immune survivors rationalize this approach, Carol refuses to normalize cannibalistic sustenance, highlighting her moral compass and setting her apart as a character unwilling to compromise on humanity. The tension escalates when Diabate reveals the hive's latest method to assimilate immune survivors. A combination of stem cell extraction and tailored viral injections, invasive processes requiring consent. Carol immediately sets a firm boundary, refusing any attempt at conversion, demonstrating her unwavering resistance. The hive acknowledges her decision, but the lingering question remains. Will they honor her choice? Meanwhile, Carol discovers she has been excluded from the immune survivors' Zoom meetings, deepening her isolation and highlighting the emotional toll of resisting a world increasingly dominated by the hive. Across the globe, Manusos remains a figure shrouded in mystery. Isolated in Paraguay, he obsessively monitors HF radio frequencies. In this video, we break down refusing all contact Season 1, Episode 6. His distance is not simply a pivotal episode where Manusos. It is deeply emotional, rooted in trauma rather than fear. Episode 6 makes this clear when the hive attempts to reach him using his mother's voice. Rather than comfort, the tactic provokes disgust, illustrating the hive's fundamental misunderstanding of why Manusos withdrew from the world. Everything begins to change when Manusos receives Carol's first video. Until this moment, he believed he was the only one resisting the hive's new order. Carol's message, filled with information, warnings, and the hope that the hive might be stoppable. In this video, we break down Pluribus Season 1, the walls he has built around himself. The pivotal refusal to accept assimilation, her clarity of thought, and her determination to resist the hive resonate with the part of Manusos that has not shut down. For the first time, he realizes that resistance is possible, but only if they act together. Episode 6 also teases a potential tactical advantage. Manusos' monitoring of the HF radio spectrum reveals a rhythmic pattern on frequency 8613.0. This suggests the hive's communication network is not telepathy, but a form of encoded radio transmission. If true, disrupting this frequency could become a critical weapon for the survivors. Yet one person alone cannot stop a hive mind that evolves through billions of minds. Carol becomes the ally he needs, giving him the motivation to leave his isolation behind. By the episode's end, Manusos embarks on a perilous journey to the United States, driven by the knowledge that he is no longer alone in resisting the hive. The episode closes on a powerful thematic note. Both Carol and Manusos independently choose to resist the world's new order. Carol sets boundaries against assimilation, while Manusos leaves the safety of his home to confront the threat head-on. These parallel decisions underscore the series' exploration of morality, agency, and the human spirit's resilience in the face of overwhelming odds. Episode 6 is a masterclass in slow-burn suspense, combined with character-driven drama. While the hive represents a systemic, omnipresent threat, The story remains deeply human, focusing on individual choices, emotional scars, and moral convictions. For viewers, this episode delivers both shocking revelations and a profound emotional payoff, especially in witnessing Manusos' transformation from solitary observer to active participant in humanity's resistance. As Pluribus continues to unravel its dystopian world, Episode 6 serves as a critical inflection point, answering questions about Manusos' motivations while raising the stakes for the season's final third. With Vince Gilligan at the helm, the series continues to blend science fiction concepts with deeply human storytelling, keeping audiences on edge while exploring themes of autonomy, resistance, and ethical survival. Stay tuned for the upcoming episodes, where Carol and Manusos' paths are set to converge, and the struggle against the hive mind escalates. Episode 6 proves that even in a world dominated by collective thought, the spark of human individuality can ignite change, and it is precisely this spark that Manusos now carries with him. Thank you for watching.